gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name's Captain Crush, and today we have Flex Friday, baby. There is a PrizePicks glitch. They will be with it shortly. But with that in mind, we got to come up with something. We got to dig through the dumpster and see what we can find. The fact of the matter is this. There's a couple of games today that are going to be crispy, and then there's a couple of other games that are going to be abstract poverty. That's just how it is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games today, with the Spurs being the late night hammer. And we got a couple of good ones. Look at this point total, 243.5, 4.5 point spread. Folks, this application, this should be the first step in your process. On God, brothers and sisters, you need to be checking the point totals and the spreads on every game. That's how you know which games to target, which games to fade, okay? You want to target high point totals and close spreads when you can. Outlier Bet, the link is in the description. You can get this tool right here for I think $19.99 a month. Use code CRUSH and you will get a free 30 days. The link is in the description. Alrighty, so being that it's Flex Friday, you can do whatever you want. On Flex Friday, I have 2 rules. 1, there is no rules. And number 2, don't worry about your slip. It's a free roll. Play a 6 like this. If there's any time to play 6 legs, it's on Flex Friday, baby. You're getting it back no matter what. Win, lose, draw, you're going to get the 20 spot. It's a free roll. They give it to you back in promo funds, but who cares? Because you know your degenerate self is going to be putting it through anyway. So stop the cap and start enjoying your Flex Fridays. Play whoever you want. As a great man once said, play whoever you want. Whoever's going to give you the most bang for your buck and the most fun. So don't listen to what I have to say or anyone else. Just play whoever you want on Flex Friday, okay? I'm telling you. You could go all demons if you want. They give us demons and goblins now for NBA, so do whatever you want. But I'm going to talk about a few guys, and the first person I'm going to talk about today is none other than the Cash Cow Claw. Absolutely, the Claw's been cashing. Now, I went on this YouTube the other day, and I said his assist at 3.5 was crazy. He only averages 5.8 potential assists a game. And lo and behold, I said everybody's on it, and for that reason it's just gonna cash because they're gonna reward the dumb money. And sure enough, he got what, 10, and I made coin on it. Now what do you notice about today? His assist ain't on the board. Rebounds allowed 16. Is there a revenge narrative? Probably not. There's no revenge, no bad will there. There's no nothing. He got them a title. I don't see any bad blood, but the fact is they don't have just his assist line on the board. So you know what we're gonna have to do, boys? We're gonna have to be poverty and go to his R+A. Absolutely. Listen, check this out. You can take his P+R, his P+A, his PRA, his fantasy score, whatever have you, but I am just going to throw the R+A into the mix, and I am going to take it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. He just played them on January 10th, and he had 10, but check this out. He just had 21 against the Lakers. Lakers are they're a tough matchup, boys. If you scroll down here to the insights, you can see he's failed to exceed 10.5 rebounds plus assists in 7 of his last 8 games on the road with a losing record. Now, I sat in this chair last night, did the YouTube. I talked about Lauri Markkanen. I said all the books were juicing Lauri Markkanen's R+A at 11.5 under. The model had him projected to go under. And what happened? He went over, because you can have the best projection model. You can have all the Vegas value in the world, and it still doesn't go the way that it should go. And that's when you can make gut calls and come in and make decisions. And this right here, it's one of those gut calls that I'm making, his R+A. Now hear me carefully, because some people in the comments are next level challenged, okay? I won't say what I want to say, but they just aren't it. They're not hitting. They don't understand it. So let me break this down for you. I really just want to take his assist if the line came in at 3.5 or 4.5 or 4. It's not on PrizePicks board. So because of that, I'm just going over to the RA to get some exposure, okay? But hear me carefully. If his assist were here, mister, I just scroll through the video, that is what I would be taking. Assist allowed at 24. That's what I want, but it's not on the board. Maybe I can get it on Chalkboard or Sleeper. Links in the description, by the way. Promo code CRUSH. Get you a 30-day free trial, the best Discord in the business, and the best value, might I add, when you make your deposit. But that's neither here nor there. I want to talk about something real quick, just for a second, okay? So you go over here to Leonard, you take his R+A if you want, and you take more, okay? Or you can take his fantasy score or whatever have you. We're going to need a close competitive game. If we don't get that, well, then just chalk it anyway, all right? But just for a moment, yesterday, my play of the day, the thumbnail, Joel Embiid over first half points at 18.5. And look at King Joshua. This is the comments that I have to deal with. He came to my video after the game had went on, and this is what he had to say. Bruh, you lost me money last time I listened to you about Embiid. And look at how I call him out. This is how I will deal with you poverty little boys. I love it. When you guys post stuff like this, you're already giving me away that you're poverty. You know that? You want to know how I know? Because I can't imagine somebody that would watch a free video that actually the play that I said to take, most importantly, cashed, and then come back on the video after your intellectually challenged self took the bumped line at 20.5. A 2 full point bump took the over without watching the game, because even with that bump, Embiid should have got there. He missed 2 layups and he missed 2 to 3 free throws, and then he sums first and last time listening to you. Bro, I have no patience for people like this. And this guy, King Joshua, you have no business betting on any sports app or anything, because you're so far behind in the race. You literally don't know what day of the week it is, brother. I said 18.5. Joel Embiid got 19. If you take the line at 20.5, that's on you, not me, buddy. Folks, if you want to comment on my page, I welcome any and all comments, but you have to say something that makes sense. If you're going to accuse me of saying that I lost you money when we're all gambling here, I am going to go hard on you, because you need it. Someone needs to explain to you reality and choices and consequences. But then when you blame me for the play that actually cashed, no, bro. That's why that guy just got a beat down. I'm sorry. I can't with that guy. So let's move on. We got Kawhi Leonard in the mix. And the next guy that I'm going to talk about is the guy who's been trending up in all the right directions. He was almost the play of the day, but because of the matchup, I put my finger off the trigger, and I literally went elsewhere. But the fact of the matter is, Brandon Miller, he was at 28, now he's at 28.5. The man can't be denied. You have to consider Brandon Miller tonight, even with this matchup. 38 against Detroit, 36 against the number 1 D, Minnesota Timberwolves. I believe Houston might be number 2 with pace and defense right now. Philadelphia, 37, and the Spurs, 40. The last couple of games, he's been trending all the way up, boys. He cashed at half last time, pretty much. A usage spike, Scary Terry, bang, ship him to Miami. We got new blood. Brandon Miller, the rookie, is now in the mix. And as I'm saying this live, because I record these live, they took Kawhi Leonard off the board. I'm assuming news dropped, something happened, but it's still in the mix unless the news changes. And the news just came in that Paul George is now questionable. Well, good thing for me. If he does sit, that's even better for me. I already got it locked up. Let's go. So I was talking about Brandon Miller. Yes, sir. He's in the mix, and I know he's going to be a popular play. I know people are going to be taking his demon. I got his fantasy at 28. I got his real point line at 18.5. Now he's at 19. I strongly consider taking Brandon Miller. You guys need to come up with that decision. I'm not here to spoon feed you. I'm not here to put the fork in your gullet. I'm just here to get your feet firing and get you thinking of what you should be thinking about, okay? Next, Nick Richards. Nick Richards. My brothers and sisters, the man is a block and steal walking, talking. That's what he does. He got a lot of equity with blocks and steals, points, rebounds, all of it. If he gets 30 minutes tonight, my brothers, he can cash, okay? Is he going to get 30 minutes? I don't know. Is he going to stay out of foul trouble? I don't know. I'm taking my shot. I'm throwing my hat in the ring on Nick Richards. He's averaging, what is he averaging? Let me go to my notepad right quick. My goodness, boys. I know I'm talking loud. I'm fired up right now, boys. These comments, guys. I even got a comment to talk about in my own Discord. All these guys get my blood flowing. They get me fired up, boys. Let's talk to you. Nick Richards, 0.94 fantasy points per minute with a 13% usage rate. Did somebody say poverty? Oh yeah, I'm raising my hand. That's a poverty fantasy point per minute. But check this out, chat. 0.94, we multiply it times 30. Bang, we get 28.2. It's cashing on average. Let's not get carried away. It's an average metric. We can't call it a total science. It's pretty much pseudoscience, but it's still science nonetheless. His fantasy point per minute is 0.94 on average with a crispy abysmal. It's not crispy, it's 13%. But what I always tell you guys, centers usually have a smaller usage rate. That's just not what they do. But I'm taking a shot on Nick Nick Richards, folks. Long story short, PrizePicks doesn't want me to be great. They keep erasing my stuff. Nick Richards' fantasy score and his real points for that crispy push equity. I will be taking it at 10 points. Absolutely, let's go. The Hornets are in the mix. And now who would I be? I wouldn't be Captain Crush if I didn't give you guys a 1v1 optimal run back, would I? Enter Alperen Sengun for the Houston Rockets, the big man in the middle, the 5 spot, the man, the Turk, the whatever you want to call him, Sengun. This man has been crushing, and he's one of those guys, I'm telling you, if he stays out of foul trouble, if he plays his 34 to 36 minutes, Sengun's cashing, boys. I'm telling you. 47.5 fantasy points for Sengun. That's a crazy high number, baby. Look at this. 55, 50, 67, 49, 42. The man's got a ceiling of, let's call it 70, and he's at 47.5 versus the struggling Hornets who struggle at the 5. Even with Nick Richards in the mix, they still struggle. So I'm taking my shot with Sengun. Check this out. Alperen Sengun, 1.36 fantasy points per minute with a crispy 28% usage rate. Look at the usage rates between him and Sengun. They play the same position. He's almost doubling. He is doubling. He's doubling one. He's like 2.2x more his usage rate. The man has the ball in his hands a lot. You can take a shot on his fantasy score and just his points or his PA or his PR. I like all of it, but I'm taking the fantasy score. And Sengun, you're always a sweat. It always comes down to the last 4 minutes with Sengun, but I'm taking a shot. If you don't want to take the shot, miss me. I don't care if you, whatever you want to do, boy, do it. It's Flex Friday. Do what you're gonna do, but don't come in my comments and blaming me saying that I cost you money, because my God in heaven, if he sells, he sells. I don't care. I'm taking 1.36 right here, baby. Check this out. Multiply it times 34. Bang! 46.24. He doesn't cover, right? Yes, he doesn't cover. So I'm showing you right here. It's going to be close. It's never going to be easy with Alperen Sengun. It's a high fantasy number. We're going to need blocks. We're going to need steals. We're going to need step back jumpers. Bang! Count it. We're going to need it all. But if it comes through, he's cashing. And God Almighty, please, I'm begging you, let the game stay close, because if it becomes a blowout, then it's under season on all of them, and that, my friends, is the situation we need to avoid. We're just going to have to wait and see. I don't have my crystal ball today like 90% of you think I have. I don't have it today, so I'm flying blind. So long story short, Alperen Sengun, you just made the list. And like I said, if the fantasy score's a little bit too high for you to stomach, just go over here to his real points, because Captain Crush is going to have exposure to all of it, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. We're cashing today, boys. It's Flex Friday. Get some energy in your step, boys. What are we doing here? If you're not having a good time, you need to take a hike, because it's hitting. Now, let me slide back to the notepad right here. Who do you see? CJ McCollum, 1.19 fantasy points per minute with a crispy 23% usage rate. And my, oh my, boys and girls, is CJ McCollum on the board yet? No, he's not. They're poverty and they don't have him on the board yet. But when he comes on this board, my brothers and sisters in Christ, if CJ McCollum's fantasy score comes in at 32-33, you take it. It's a great matchup. They never put respect on the man's name. I'm taking his fantasy score, and that is that. Whatever happens, happens. Now, there's no lines up for it, so I can't go into anything deeper than that. But CJ McCollum is in the mix. And while I'm scrolling through here, you know who I see? I see, yo, Donnie! Donnie, you sold us all last time. Is Donnie going to bounce back today? Look at this, 40 fantasy points, but the game was pretty much a blowout. Is Donnie Mitchell going to bounce back today? Well, if you guys have banned lists, then you're poverty. I would honestly say maybe take a shot on Yo Donnie tonight. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with Donnie. You're going to have to tune into the live stream, baby, which will be today at 4:45 Central. CaptainCrush.net gold package. I got new members coming in every day, and I will make them better, but they come in and they don't know. I got to get them right, because some of them are thinking the wrong way, and I will get you thinking the right way, Papa. CaptainCrush.net gold package, or sign up with one of my partners and you'll get a 30-day free trial. That gives you access to the best Discord in the business, Captain Crush's crew, baby. Right here, where I do daily live streams, well, Monday through Friday, and I do them and I give call outs, daily prop list right here, daily prop list, bang, a lot of them every single day. I also do projection model charts for you guys that look like this every single day. Player name, his point projection, rebound, assist, steal, block, turnover. You got it. Fantasy point. I break it down for you. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, baby. But like I always say, folks, the key to all of it is the live stream, because that is where I go an hour before lock. Crunch time, baby. 4:45 Central. I break it all down. I give you the plus EV callouts from Odds Jam and DGF. I give you the top model projection differentials. I answer your questions. Sometimes we do community slips. I give you crispy two-mans. I got people in esports. Look at this crispy two-man that I gave on the live stream. Marvin Bagel the third. I know he's Bagley, but I call him Bagel. He got 11.5 points. It was minus 171 on Pinnacle. That was a late night call out. Cash it. Same thing with Kuminga. He took his Goblin. I said that was the safe double up, and it cashed. That is where you got your 2x double up yesterday. Bang, bang. Kuminga's regular line cash too. Cash it. These guys in the esports have been cooking. Listen, you're not going to win every day. I don't care how good you are, myself included. We don't win every day. Yesterday was a net L for me. But at the end of the day, I gave out plenty of props. You could have gotten all these were on the live stream. Voos under 16.5. Edwards under. Cash it all. 3-man cash. Old Jado, he got all my plays. Curry Fantasy, I loved it. Fox, I didn't think I did talk about Fox. Bagley, cash. Rudy, that was his play. And Kuminga, my play. Cash. PPW, guys, what do I always say? If PPW cashes, then you know it was a cashable day. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? Kobe White, I talked about Kobe White on the YouTube. 21.5 points, cash Kobe. And my play of the day comment guy who said it didn't cash. Last time I'm listening to Captain Crush. Buddy, your poverty missed me. Cash it. There's the proof. It's in the pudding. It's in the mix. Man, there was a ton of cashes yesterday now that I look at this. I usually review it every night, but I went to bed early last night. I didn't even get to post my own winning slips, but I had a few myself, trust. Anyways, folks, there's always ways to cash in my court. I got role members that give their plays of the day. I got a bunch of good people in here. We're making it happen, but you're not going to win every day. It doesn't matter what court you're in, people. Wake up. I'm begging you. And speaking of courts, this guy's in my court, and I got no hate against you, buddy, but 0-2 tailing people today. I rarely hit in this Discord, and I always miss the big days. Buddy, let me tell you something, and I'm using you as an example. The reason he believes this is his reality is because he's only looking to be tailing slips, and when you're always just tailing slips, you're gonna lose because you're chasing, you don't have context, you're literally just chasing people's big days. You see somebody have a big day, the next day you put all your coin on them, and then they have an off day, and then you go like this and think, oh, I rarely hit, and woe is me, and everyone else is the problem. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. It's not me that has the poverty mentality. My brothers and sisters in Christ, being in the Discord doesn't shield you from me calling you out. Okay, you gotta do the work. The people who are begging to tail slips the most are always the guys who are complaining the most. It goes hand in hand because it's your mindset, your mind, the way you think. It's poverty. I'm telling you, it's always the guys, the people who complain the loudest about missing slips are the same guys begging for $5, begging for giveaways, begging to tail slips. You got to change your mindset, folks. I love you guys, brothers and sisters. I love you guys, but I'm trying to get you guys to think like winners, not just in sports betting, but in life. Think like a winner, and winners don't do that, okay? Conduct yourself like a winner. Manifest winning, and you will eventually become a winner. Surround yourself with what you want to be. Talk how you want to be. Already claim it, talk it, and be it, and you will adapt and become it. I'm telling you. I don't want to give you guys all the life advice, but if I have to, I will. And that's a whole nother YouTube channel that could be taught, because I'm telling you, the young heads, they need people to teach them what's up, because it's terrible what's going on out here. I'm begging you guys to think critically. Now, with that in mind, let's keep the train moving. Pascal Siakam, 36.5 fantasy score. I can't remember if I already talked about it on this video because I'm going off on a rant. My blood's boiling. But 36.5 fantasy score, it's crispy. He's been trending up. He's playing with a poverty team. He just put up 54 against Philly. I saw the book value was okay. He's a total dart throw. But if you want to talk and contribute Pascal Siakam into your slips today, you would get my blessing at 36.5. He is coming off of a back-to-back monster game, so keep that in mind. But 1.14 fantasy points per minute with a 24% usage rate for old Pascal. well. Now, there's one last man that I'm going to give on this YouTube video for discussion if he's still on the board. And that right here is Luka Doncic. Yes, sir. 37.5 points. Where is he going? Flip a coin. Is he going over? Is he going under? We don't know. Where is he going to go? Only Captain Crush has the answer. Bang. Less. I'm taking less. 38 points. Bro, I don't care if the matchup said Captain Crush and his 4 friends. 38 points is just a way too high number, and I get all of it. Kyrie's out. Luka's the GOAT. I get it all. But honestly, I'm telling you, I'm taking less. I don't care. What I will tell you, if you want to take a shot, you can go down here to his 3-point made and take over on that, coming in the clutch. But my 2 unders are right here. 20.5 R plus A, 37.5 points over. Listen, it's the best matchup on paper, the playing against the Hawks. And there's the narrative because of Trae Young, if Trae Young does play tonight. But the fact is, it's an extremely high number. If the line was 35.5 or 34, I'd say take over. But at 37.5, folks, it's just too high for me to stomach. But there is one man who could beat it, and that is Luka. So keep that in mind. Okay, here it is, his last 20. He's hit it in 45% of the time. As you can see, the Hawks are one of the best points allowed, 28th ranked. He's failed to exceed this 15 of his last 19 games on the road. That doesn't mean much to me, but let me go a little bit deeper. Let's take Kyrie off the court. Again, this is Outlier Bet. You can get this tool in the link, 30 days free. The link is in my description. Get it, and you can do all of this, boys. I say boys a lot, but I know there's girls out there. No hate, okay? So games without Kyrie, he's hit it in 8 of 20 without Kyrie, okay? He's gone over. I'm still taking the under, and rest assured, it is going to be a gamble, folks. It is going to be a gamble. Now, on the road, if you switch it to only away games, he's only hit this in 5 of 20. I don't care how good he is. It's an absurdly high number, and he's going to have to shoot at a minimum 27 times to get this number. And if he does that and he goes over, God bless him. I will hedge myself and have over at 3.5 3-pointers made. So that is that. Also, you can take Luka's first half fantasy whenever they put it up because that is a wagon. They don't have it up yet. They don't have his first half fantasy, but when that comes up, you can take it. I don't like his first half PRA or his real points. I just want his fantasy, but it's not up because PrizePicks knows it's a wagon. Now, like I said, I got a lot more to say and I'm saving it for my live stream, so I hope you guys get in there. I hope I've made my case. You will not win every single night, but for 83 cents a day, you will become a better gambler than when I found you. I promise you that, and I will give you all the opportunity to win coin, and maybe you meet someone that's cool along the way. We're a like-minded group for the most part. We do have our group of poverty. I started a new thing in the Discord. Let me get it out here for you. Where when somebody says or does something that's poverty for 24 hours, they get the poverty roll. They turn into gray. It doesn't boot, kick, or anything. It's just for the laughs, but you literally, everybody in the chat knows that you're poverty for 24 hours. You go right there under that list, and then after your 24-hour window, someone else gets their turn under the roll of poverty because someone will always be poverty. Whether you're in the Cord, the YouTube comments, the TikTok live streams, wherever you are, boys and girls, I will find the poverty. I got a nose for it. I sniff it out. With that in mind, I bid you all adieu. I hope you found something. If you like my jip, if you like the cut of my jib and jive and you want to coke and joke with the best, like and subscribe, boys. I'm telling you right now, liking the video helps me out. I had a lot of views yesterday because you guys liked and commented. I'm thankful for that. I appreciate each and every one of you. There was a giveaway done last night. I'm a man of my word. 8 people won the giveaway. I will have another one. If you guys remain peaceful in the chat, I will give away on Sunday after we smash these NFC and AFC championship. Good luck in all your contests tonight. Here's the salute, and my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.